It is 6 o'clock. Thanks so much for joining us here on THV 11 Morning News, streaming on your TV with THV 11 Plus. I'm Hayden Balgavy. Karen and Ashley are off today, but meteorologist Tracy Bean is back with us with what's going to be a very hot Tuesday forecast. Another warm one outside around central Arkansas. Tracy?
Absolutely. We are still seeing, again, our weather impact alert in place, but it is a little hazy out there. And of course, that's Saharan dust. We're going to start to see things clear out a little bit more as we're heading into the later part of the week. But now it's hazy, it's hot, it's humid. All the H's, Hayden. It is very warm out there. We are still seeing those temperatures right around those upper 70s, low 80s, 90% humidity. It's kind of a yuck morning out there, but we're still going to see again, Arkansas summer is exactly what this is. And we do have our weather impact alert through Thursday for those heat index values into the triple digits. 109 expected in portions of the state today. And keep in mind that 110, we end up going to an extreme heat warning. So drinking again, plenty of water and taking those breaks and limit that time outdoors if you can. And if you work outdoors, again, just drink all the water you can and stay hydrated and light colored clothing, all the things. We've got this heat advisory at least through Thursday, where we're going to see portions of the state, again, start to heat up even a little bit more. 77 in the capital city. Again, a few 80s have popped up there, 80 in Fort Smith right now. And we are going to see those temperatures as far as the highs go in those mid to upper 90s all week long.
A deadly shooting is raising more concerns about youth violence in Jacksonville. City leaders say an 18-year-old man was killed Friday night, just weeks after a 6-year-old boy was shot and killed in a separate case. Neighbors say children were playing basketball when gunshots rang out, sending them running for safety. Now, police have not released additional details about the latest homicide. Mayor Jeff Elmore says the recent violence mirrors a growing problem across central Arkansas, especially among teenagers and young adults. He says city leaders are working with police on solutions while also urging parents to stay involved and gun owners to secure their firearms.
Parents parenting their kids, teaching their kids, right from wrong, or not choosing violence as the immediate way to solve an issue. Don't leave your gun in your car, and especially don't leave it unlocked in your car.
City Councilor Dr. Tamika McCoy says gun violence will be a focus at the next community conversations meeting. This weekend's shooting is the second homicide of the year in Jacksonville. State Senator Ben Gilmore's decision to step down already sparking a race to replace him, even though Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders hasn't called for a special election yet. The Republican from District 1 is leaving his second term early to take a job in the Attorney General's office. So far, 2 Republicans have announced campaigns. Republican Harold Wilson announcing his plans to fill the seat. Wilson is a business owner in Risen and the current president of the Cleveland County School Board. Wilson also says he has the support of the governor and Attorney General Tim Griffin. Missy Wardlaw, who entered the race shortly after Gilmore's announcement on Friday. Wardlaw previously ran for a state House seat, losing in the GOP primary in March. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, historic rulings coming down. The Supreme Court weighing in on several significant cases Monday, with more likely to come this week. Bradley Blackburn has more on the rulings that include a win and defeats for President Trump.
Today marks the last day of the Supreme Court's current term. On Monday, Supreme Court justices faced questions about the limits of presidential power in several cases, with President Trump celebrating what he called a big win. The court agreed the president did not need to show wrongdoing or cause before firing a federal trade commissioner.
He gave strength to presidents and strength to the presidency, a very important case.
He replaced a Democrat, Rebecca Slaughter, with his own choice. The decision could give President Trump and subsequent presidents more control over executive agencies.
When the American people elect someone with different priorities, they are also going to be able to carry out whatever mandate the American people give them.
But the court said the rules are different for the Federal Reserve, where justices said the Fed governor the president fired for cause, Lisa Cook, must be given a chance to defend herself.
We have, I think, an acknowledgement that not all agencies are the same, at least with respect to this carve out for the Fed.
Today, the court could issue decisions on other big cases, including one on transgender athletes and another on birthright citizenship.
No other nation does that birthright citizenship. No, not even close. Some did at the end, and it's tremendously destructive. It's extremely costly.
Birthright citizenship first became a U.S. law in 1868. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And another setback for the president. The Supreme Court left in place a $5 million jury verdict involving writer E. Jean Carroll's claims of sexual abuse and defamation. The justices also ruled on mail-in ballots, allowing states to count them after Election Day if they are postmarked by the deadline. Also this morning, new uncertainty surrounds U.S. and Iran peace talks as the 60-day negotiation window continues. President Trump says U.S. officials are expected to meet with Iran in Qatar, but Iran says no talks with the U.S. are actually scheduled. The dispute comes just days after the two countries traded strikes before agreeing to pause those attacks. Iran says it expects to receive billions of dollars in frozen funds held by Qatar under its agreement with the U.S., while also continuing separate talks with Oman about the Strait of Hormuz. France offering to help clear mines from the strait, but Iran rejecting that idea, saying it will not allow foreign involvement.
We are not going back to February 27, where the straits were free and unfettered.
Meanwhile, here at home, economists estimate the conflict has now cost the average American household about $1,000 through higher prices for food, gas, and other everyday goods. On Monday, the president also calling on gas retailers to lower prices immediately, warning on social media that failure to do so would bring, in his words, quote, big problems. As millions of Americans get ready to travel this week, many will be hitting the road and they'll find some relief at the gas pump. According to AAA, the average price for a gallon of gas here in Arkansas is about $3.44, which is more than 50 cents cheaper than it was a month ago. AAA also says prices could continue to fall nationwide in the coming weeks.
Crude oil remains lower, close to where it's at. We still could see declines in the local gas prices. We know that gas prices tend to come up quickly when oil prices rise, and they take a little bit of time to come down once we see oil prices sink.
Nationwide, the average price is also trending down, but it's still close to about $3.80 a gallon. Lower gas prices, not the only thing drivers should notice this week. Starting tomorrow, RDOT rolling out a new anti-litter campaign to crack down on trash along Arkansas highways. State Highway Police will step up enforcement, making sure drivers hauling waste keep their loads secure. Now, officials say litter cleanup has already cost the state nearly $10 million this year, and violators could face fines, community service, and other penalties. And while we're talking about things you don't want on the side of the road, Fort Smith police have another warning. This time it's about black bears. Officers responding to at least 10 bear sightings over the weekend and are reminding people to keep their distance. Wildlife officials say the best way to keep bears moving is to secure your trash and bring your pet food inside. If you spot a bear inside city limits, call Fort Smith's non-emergency police line. Let's send it back over to meteorologist Tracy Bean, helping you forecast and plan your day today.
Well, take the water with you. You're going to need that. You can just plan on that all week long, and we are going to see plenty of sunshine today, and those highs in the mid to upper 90s, and we're going to see that heat index right around 105 in central Arkansas today. As far as tomorrow goes, we're going to see that heat index go up a degree or two, and that again is going to feel very warm, very dangerous as we are watching. Now, we may see a few showers, in fact, to the eastern portion of the state as we're heading into your Wednesday. Not expecting anything big, but those afternoon, maybe into the early evening. But things will continue again to be very, very warm. Even if we get a bit of that rain where things are going to drop a little bit as far as that feels like temperature, it's still going to be right there along that line of the heat advisories we're heading into the holiday weekend.